Yo, welcome back to the channel everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well. It's Oscar here again, and today we're going to be going over something that Daryl posted in the Facebook group chat, the Casino Chip Collectors group chat. This was like last week on the 25th. Basically asking a question about these El Morocco TRKs compared to the Christian Jones version. So let's read what he had to say first. So I have a question for all you internet sleuths. The first two Las Vegas chips pictured are listed in the chip guide, My Holy Grail and Bible, as being released in 1964. As far as I know, the original El Morocco Club opened in 45 and closed in 55 after a fire, and then reopened briefly in 57 before closing again in 58. Then it reopened as the new El Morocco in 59 before closing for good in 64. So my question is, what's with the new, or what's with the non-new chip release in 64? I refuse to believe the chip guide is wrong. What gives? Did it simply lose the new in its name before the final death bell rang? So, nobody really commented on it, so we kind of commented my name. I kind of gave my thoughts about it. I said, that's a really good question. I never thought about this. The only thing that would make sense, or some sort of sense, is possibly if they plan to use the 1 and the 5, these two TRKs later. That could be possible. A specific thing I noticed too is that the zebras on these El Moroccos and the original ones, these ones right here on like the HCE mold, those are, what I say, they're larger. Oh no, they're the same as the ones on the new El Morocco chips, whereas these TRK ones have a different zebra on it. So he said solid, and then Ron over here commented, in my opinion, from every picture I've seen in the hotel, it never says new El Morocco, but El Morocco. My guess, the new was added to the chips and dice to brand the casino as new, but the hotel, casino, and gaming license was never changed in name, just like the California Club changed name various times between 46 and 70, but the gaming license didn't. And he said, I think you're probably right. So, it's a fair thing to say that this it's true. It's an interesting thing, because I've never thought about it. Because if you have, let's see, chip guide says 45 to 57, 55 to 58. So, so 40, wait, how am I reading this? What did he say? He said 45 to 55 and then 57 to 58. So 45 to 55 and 57 to 58. Okay, so that's one thing. Now, the other thing that I noticed though, in 58 they had TRK, they had large crown chips produced. But I have a feeling they ordered these ones in the instance that they didn't even have ones. Oh. Huh, okay. Because they had 10 centers at the new El Morocco. Obviously the same place. But this place opened in 59 to 64, which still doesn't make sense though, because these were ordered in 64. I just wish we had the order card, because this is for the 25 centers ordered in 58. So that definitely solidifies these ones. But it is still an interesting thing why the 1 and the 5, this TRK1 and this TRK5, were ordered in 64, and the original El Morocco closed in 58, and the new El Morocco opened in 64. So it could quite possibly be, like Ron was saying, that they didn't really do like a rebranding of the place. They just got the chips and the dice to solidify that it was kind of like a next generation of the casino. But I wonder then if they probably still mixed in the chips. So they could have possibly had the 25 centers, these ones, the 5s, and then they could have probably been using the 5s and 25s from the new El Morocco, all at the same place. It could quite possibly be true. But it's definitely a mystery that's still going to be kind of thinking about in my head. Because, yeah, it's interesting that they ordered these chips in 64 when the place closed. So, like it says, they only ordered 2,000 of the ones and then 2,000 of the fives. So definitely didn't order a lot. I'm sure for a place like the El Morocco, you probably didn't need a lot of chips, but considering what casinos order nowadays, 2,000's not much at all. But it's definitely interesting. And in 64, it could have probably been a bunch, but it is definitely interesting to think about. And the weird thing is, I've seen fives that have been used. Let's see if I can quickly find a picture. Okay, so wasn't able to find the picture that I was originally looking for and the picture that I think I saw quite a bit ago, but these are some pictures that Rainman Trail on PCF posted of some fives that he had. These are in pretty nice shape, although God, I wish you could zoom on here. Anyways, you can tell there's a little bit of nicks on a few of them, but still, they're in nice shape. This was from Lift the Pint, posted two racks of El Morocco ones. They still look pretty good. Obviously, they're gonna have little flea bites, the same thing as the fives did. So it seems like they were in. So if this place opened, it closed in 64. If they ordered these chips at like the beginning of the year, which could possibly be true, it could be a possibility that they were used for 64 as a year, and then they probably closed in the later half of 64. So that could explain the little nicks and flea bites on the chips. And then obviously these ones, these look pretty mint. So like I said, there was probably I'm gonna think Ron's pretty true on this about what he said about they probably just rebranded the chips and the dice to say new because it was like a new generation of the place opening up, but they probably still used all of the similar chips that they had previously and then just kind of mixed them up. But my guess is that these chips were ordered in the beginning of 64, and then El Morocco probably closed in the later half of 64. So that's just another kind of mystery little fun thing that we found. Daryl thought about on a Facebook group, and it got me thinking. I think I was gonna make a video about this last week, but just didn't have the time. But got around to it now. So if anyone out there possibly has the TRK order card for these chips, that'd be awesome to see. Either posted in the Facebook group chat or uploaded to Chip Guide so that we could kind of know the history behind these chips. That would be pretty awesome. But yeah, I hope you guys found this informational. If you have any thoughts about this stuff or anything El Morocco in general pertaining to these chips, like the ones and the fives, I think it was only the ones and the fives were ordered. They probably didn't order 25s. I'm not thinking because they had 25s for these, and then they had 25s ordered in the 50s, which is interesting because these 25s, the one that I've seen was like mint, so it's interesting. And these, the 5s and the 25s on these that I've seen, they've been really good shape too, so it is interesting, but something to think about. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like. If you have any thoughts about this stuff, or like I said, anything pertaining to the chips, the history of El Morocco, put that in the comments down below. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Lets me know that there's new people watching the videos, which is awesome, and the community just keeps growing. So thanks again for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed, and it's been Oscar, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.